Hello everyone, I am Tacet and today I'm going to be teaching you how to get over 9,000 Iridium and get past over level 1,000 in the Skull Cavern without using any mods, no hacks, just the mechanics of the game. The supplies you will be needing for this actually are relatively cheap, more towards the mid-game range. You will need, they're a little bit under 2 million. You will need 999 mega bombs, 500 salads, 1 staircase, and the rest of your inventory needs to be 999 stone. This is what I currently have left as I got to level 1007. I was going to show this entire process, but it turns out it takes around 3 hours to actually get this deep. If I did it again, I could probably do it in about 2 hours. But it was definitely a lot longer than I thought it was. So, for the sake of time, I'm just going to be using the rest of the resources that I have now and kind of showing you how I did this. The first thing you may notice is it's 2:30 a.m., which is a really weird time. One that normally isn't possible. What we're doing right now is food buffering, and there is the sleep. Those are the two things that we have used to get this far. Essentially, what we are doing is using a mega bomb and then eating. This pauses time and also makes us invulnerable. So we don't use any time. You can see it's still 240 that entire time. Plus, we are completely invulnerable, which uses up less HP. The other thing that we are doing is clicking on our journal. This actually undoes sleep. So you can essentially stay up as long, as infinitely as you wish. On floors that don't have any Iridium, we just simply skip them, as simple as that. And that is basically the whole process we did to get down here. Whenever we are being chased by one of those, I normally try to just floor it, but we can also kill them with 3 mega bombs, as you see right here. We can just do an eat like that, and then boom, they all just die, and then we just keep doing the sleep glitch. And that is essentially how I got this far. You just keep repeating that over and over and over again until you get as much Iridium, as many floors, and as much as everything that you want. Of course, slime combat floors you skip because you don't have any weapon, other than this little thing that I found that I should probably scrap. I scrap out most of the stuff in my inventory, mainly because they were just taking up space at the time. When you first start out in this cavern, you're going to want to do the first 100 floors just completely skipping on your stone. The main reason for this, well, 2 reasons. One, there's no Iridium down there, or up there I should say, and the other reason is because you need to be able to save as much inventory as possible. You'll need to clear them out so you can actually have things to put in there. If you don't have anything to put in there, then you'll just have to scrap them, which is why I was actually doing quite a bit at the beginning of this run, since obviously if you have full slots of 999 stone, you can't really fit too many things into your inventory, which is also why you may see some other resources are relatively low, because I had to unfortunately keep scrapping them out. But just keep doing these, throwing the mega bombs. You don't even really need to freeze time that much. I do it a lot. I did it a lot at the beginning of this run, mainly because it's very annoying to have to keep clicking this journal. But really, you don't have to worry about time. You have as much time as you will ever need. This is the first time I'm actually doing this, so I still have no clue what exactly happens to the day cycle. It has been day 23 of winter. This is my second year, the end of year 2 right now, the 23rd of winter that we are in as of this current moment. And I don't exactly know what happens when we leave here and save for the night. Because we are technically done 4 days already, so I have no clue what exactly that's going to glitch out in the game, if even anything. But we've technically been on, we're essentially time traveling, or froze time. We've been on this day for at least 4 days now, which is pretty insane. You may notice there's a lot of these weird levels. I have no clue why these exist, but there's a lot of these weird levels where there's just no Iridium, like nothing at all. I'm not quite sure what is up with that. But they're probably like every 20 or so levels, I'd say. You just find a floor that has like absolutely 0 Iridium, even though you're this deep, which I don't quite understand. I guess they did that just to balance it out some. I don't know. Though if you're getting this deep, pretty much every rock you find on a floor that does have iridium on it will pretty much just be iridium. Occasionally there'll be gold or something else, but pretty much all iridium. One other thing to note about doing this is you don't exactly need a perfect luck day. I'm currently doing this on just the standard luck day, which has that little pyramid on the TV screen. You could do it whenever it has that purple star, maybe a little bit better. I haven't tried doing that yet, but so far on a gold star, I haven't really noticed that big of a drawback. Of course, if you wanted to go even deeper than around about 1,000 floors or so, like we're doing right now, all you would have to do is simply put in more mega bombs and more food into your inventory and just less stone instead. You could even just go with 0 stone if you wanted to, and just go spamming like a billion different mega bombs. That is also a strategy that you can do. One thing to note is during your sleep, you actually do pass time. So if you fall asleep, like when a bomb is triggering, you'll actually keep doing the timer and the bomb will explode on you. You normally want to avoid this because you will start taking a lot of damage, and it won't allow you to eat buffer the damage. Like right now, if we actually do that during the eating cutscene, we are invulnerable. But if a bomb hits us during a sleeping cutscene, we are not invulnerable, like right there when we were just sleeping. Okay, another useless floor. Normally, most of these train floors, the combat floors, and the slime floors you normally want to escape from. Any of them that are too curvy, kind of like this, you kind of want to also kind of get away from. I'm going to be doing them though because we're just pretty close. We're actually running out of staircases, so I don't want to start skipping too many. But like right here, can we get a sleep? Can we get a sleep? No. I'm trying to show that we can get damage during the sleep. I don't think I've triggered that yet, but it's pretty self-explanatory. If you get caught in the sleep, you do get damaged by your bomb. Let's see if we can do it right here. Okay, so if we fall asleep right here, of course, it's never going to do it right on time for me. One thing to note, that sleep actually occurs every single time on the 10. Whenever you see a pitfall, of course, you'll want to take that down. We'll head right down. On an 8, pretty nice. Another one of these useless floors. You can tell right away that these rocks aren't iridium, obviously. There do tend to always be diamonds on this floor, which I find weird. But other than that, there isn't normally iridium. And there we go on the sleep. Make sure you don't accidentally not sleep. That would be horrible. So let's see if I can actually show one of those off-timing ones. So we'll just put that there, and we should get it to hit us. So right there, you'll notice that we got damaged by the bomb during the sleep. So you want to avoid that. Also, our HP is getting low, trying to show that. So let's go head back down. And pretty much every food you ever eat, you will want to put a bomb to. Simply because you're invulnerable during the time. It'll also do a little bit of a knockback to any of those enemies. And of course, if you need to get those things killed, all you have to do is just drop down 3 bombs. We are a little bit low on bombs right now, so I'm probably going to staircase instead of exploding them up. It's just going to be better for our resources because we're starting to run pretty low. I normally just do it with 2 staircases at a time. You could do more if you really wanted to, but I find 2 to be the perfect number for this. 1 for backup and 1 just for recreationally using, because you don't want to get ambushed. Of course, any ambush floor you'll just want to skip right by. These floors you want to save them for, skip right by them. Those completely useless one. These curving floors you also want to skip by. They are pretty bad and not that helpful. Okay, so we'll just do one there, and do an eat. Actually, we're already full HP. I didn't really need to eat there. A little bit of a waste. So we have way more salads than we have bombs, so I guess I don't need to worry too much about that. But yeah, floor 1042, you can go as far as you really want. It depends on how many mega bombs and how much food you have. More so your mega bombs than your food, but this account didn't have as much money at the time. I haven't been glitching this account out too bad, so it's kind of just had a normal amount of money. We only had about, I'd say about 3 million prior to this at the end of year 2, which wasn't too much. I did use the pumpkin glitch once to be able to get a bit of gold on our account. For any of you that don't know what that is, if you go to the fall 27th event and you have a full inventory, you can actually just get a bunch of pumpkins, and those are worth 2,500 each. There's a glitch where you can take out about 10 of them, or however many you want. 10 and 31, I believe, are the best numbers, and they will give you a lot of money. I believe taking out 10 pumpkins from it will give you around 1.3 million, and taking out 31 pumpkins, which I believe is the current highest. I don't know if you can do any higher than that unless you do like billions of them. But taking out 31, I believe, gives you around 3 million gold, which is, of course, both is very helpful. I had to take out that 3 million to be able to do and show this run, because obviously this account only being on the end of year 2 didn't really have the money to do it by non-glitchy means. And of course, we're kind of glitching it right now to be able to do this. Obviously, it's physically impossible to reach this far without glitching the game. I think the furthest ever reached so far without glitching is around 600 and something. I've never actually seen someone bother going past 1,000 though. I don't know if anyone has yet, but of course if you use this method you can easily do so if you so choose to. And yeah, all the iridium you'll ever need. I kind of needed a little bit more iridium on this account. I didn't realize this would be this effective. I was assuming it would stop at 6 a.m. But because all prior to this, I've never bothered trying to do it past 6 a.m. But it turns out it actually goes a lot further than that. Like, a lot. Oh, one thing to note about pitfalls, you actually take damage from them, if you don't know that already. So be careful what your HP is when you go into them. As long as you have at least, like 1/5 of your bar or more, you won't die. I think a 15 floor only does, like, actually, I don't know how much damage it does. I think it does 30? I think it does 2 damage per floor. I've actually, haven't bothered checking that. I normally just eat beforehand and play it safe. I don't exactly know what the exact damage on it is off the top of my head. But, yeah, do be careful going down pitfalls. They can kill you. Normally, I keep a pretty high HP, mainly just so anything scary doesn't end up happening. You may notice on our items, too, we have Iridium Band and Slime Charmer. Iridium Band, pretty easy to make around the middle of summer. All you need is 5 Iridium bars, 50 solar, and 50 dark essence, if I'm not mistaken. And the Slime Charmer you get from 1,000 slime kills. Or what both these do is this Iridium Band ends up giving you glow, which does nothing here. There's no darkness in this cavern. But it also attracts items, magnetism, which is really good. Makes items that are farther away come towards you. And it also gives you 10% damage, which I believe is irrelevant because I don't think they actually affect bombs. We mainly just need it for the magnetism. And the other thing that we have here is the Slime Charmer Ring. This prevents taking any damage from slime. This is just to make sure we don't need as many food slots when we do this. That's the main reason why I brought it with me. You could actually go with just a double Iridium Band if you wanted to, but do be careful around slimes. If you do go with a double Iridium Band, I actually end up scrapping it, unfortunately, before this, but there is a item that you can get from here, some kind of, like, boot. I forget exactly what it's called. I think it's called Genie Boots. It has 1 armor and 6 immunity. Immunity helps you not get slowed by slimes and a few other status effects. But in this cavern, the main one you have to worry about is being slowed by the slimes. And that boot can actually help you quite a bit in this cavern to be able to prevent yourself from getting that if you are going double Iridium Band. But I'm playing it the safe method. You don't really need to go quick. Double Iridium Band only really helps you to go quick. It doesn't really help you with anything else. So that's the main reason why I didn't do it, because we can just touch a slime, do whatever with it, and it's not even going to bother us. If we didn't have that ring on, they'd be tearing us apart, slowing us down, and doing a lot of other very annoying things that we don't want them to do, of course. Okay, so we'll go down our pitfall. We're running very, very low on resources. So we'll see how far we can actually make it. Maybe we can make it to 1,100. As you can see, we have that much iridium. Every single one of these is basically a stack of 1,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So over 17,000 iridium for 1 day of mining using only less than 2 million worth of resources. All we used to get here was 999 mega bombs. That is 1 million. Oh yeah, always skip ambushes. Make sure you have a ladder. All we used was 999 mega bombs, which you buy from the door for 1 million, 1,000 each. The other thing we used was 500 salads. You buy them for 220 each at Gus from the saloon. I believe he opens at 2 p.m. if I'm not mistaken on every day. And the dwarf is always open. And the other thing that we got was a bunch of stone from Robin at the carpenter's place. You just have to fill up the rest of your inventory with stone, or 1 ladder and the rest of them stone. And you just use 999 stacks of stone. You can buy them for 20 gold each at Robin, which is a lot easier than actually going and mining them all yourself, of course. So we are getting to the point where we are almost out of resources. No, we made it so far. I don't think I'm actually going to be making it to 1,100, especially if we have to keep skipping floors like this. Normally, I would love to kill the slimes. I normally use like a burglar ring or something for it, but in this case, we can't do anything to slimes whatsoever. Whoa, oh, sleep. So I almost didn't sleep right there. Thought the game just froze for whatever reason, but nope, that's just sleep. Also, whenever you do this, make sure you always hit the the little eel dragon thing with your bomb, just to make sure it dies. It takes 3 mega bombs to die. So just wait until it comes near you before you use it. And if you want to freeze it in place, of course, all you have to do is eat your meal. And why on earth is it not coming? Okay, well, we'll just explode this area. Hopefully we get a ladder or something. I don't know why it's not coming at us. Also, where on earth is this ladder? A ladder, please. Oh, ladder already here. Hello, ladder. That would explain why we don't have a ladder. Yep, and now we're going to be hit like that, but at least we already have full HP, so it doesn't really matter. Get all of our Iridium. So yeah, we're going to be leaving here with over 17,000 Iridium, pretty much 18,000 Iridium. That is some pretty insane amount of resources. I can only imagine how long that will take to actually process. Insane amount of time. Okay, so we'll just take this, go into the pitfall, and go on from there. Nope, not taking that ladder. So at this point, I don't even think it matters how much deeper we go. Like, it's cool to be able to go deeper, but I think at this point, we're so deep that basically every rock is already Iridium. I don't think we can get any more Iridium to rock at this point. Unless they start spawning more, I don't exactly know. Well, I guess there's some gold ones there. But I've been seeing gold ones pretty much constantly. I think it just always does that for whatever reason. I don't know. Because we're already this deep and it's doing gold ones. I probably should have exploded more in that room. Unfortunately, I didn't. And we gotta do another ladder. We're actually running very, very low on this stuff. Of course, we do not want to actually die. We'll want to leave this place by either fainting or just heading back up the ladder and going back. Come on, place the ladder. I'll probably just walk back, though. Oh, come on. Wow. It would end like this with so many useless floors. Let's just do that. And, okay, hopefully the floor has a little bit of stuff we can take before we have to head out. Okay, let's eat our food. Whenever we're a little bit down, we'll always want to do that little bit of heal. Again, more gold ore just getting in the way of all of our Iridium there. I'm not going to bother eating right here because we're already full HP. And there's a ladder that we'll take down to get to the next floor. Come on. Oh, one thing to note, when you do that little sleepy thing, you can actually be hit twice if an eel is next to you. Be careful with that because they can do a lot of damage really quick. I think they can even triple hit you depending on how you do it. And you can take a lot of damage very quick if you do that, if you end up falling asleep right when an eel is on you. So you do want to make sure you try avoiding that at all costs. Unless you have a lot of food, and you probably don't really need to worry about it that much. Okay, he just keeps wanting to sleep over and over again. We'll just do that, get all of our material. And it looks like we're almost out. I might just stay on this floor a little bit because this actually does look like a pretty nice floor for exploding. And I'm pretty sure with how little stone we have left, we're not going to get too much of a better floor at this point. So we might as well just explode it all out. Haven't even bothered picking up the coal once during any of these. Given how much Iridium we have, it doesn't really matter. And how much money we're going to be making from all these prismatic shards. If I'm not mistaken, they're 2,600 each. With the little gem bonus that we have from, where'd it go? From mining. Geologist. Gems worth 30% more. So yeah, if we go over to our artifacts, it is, yeah, it's 2,000. So 30% more would be 2,600 then for the total for them. So yeah, that's quite a bit of money right there, just stacked up. That's actually almost the cost of how much the resources were to be able to do this run. And we basically just got all the Iridium for free, is essentially what just happened because of that. So that is pretty insane. We are getting ambushed. That is not good. We'll want a ladder right away. And it looks like we don't get anything. That's not good. Okay, I think we only have... Nope, we don't even have one ladder left. We'll have to use the last of this. And, of course, right now we get a horrible, horrible floor that doesn't even have Iridium. That is an extreme troll right there. Okay, well, we'll just see what we can do with this. Maybe we can get some more stone so we can skip this floor. How much stone do we have? We still need 2 more stone. There we go. Let's go do this one. By the way, if you haven't noticed by now, all these browner, grayer rocks, they always have stone in them. Always go for them. I think they also have a higher chance for coal, if I'm not mistaken. But, okay, we got our ladder now. Let's go use that, use our bombs, and hopefully this next floor is amazing. Because we're going to use the last of our bombs on it. Okay, it's not a particularly good floor. Well, I guess it's a little bit bad, yeah. It's pretty bad. Not a perfect way to end this, but at least we will get to see what our final earnings are at the end of this. Bring them back to our house and go from there. And, of course, an eel wanting to be all annoying. This is also why I only brought 500 food. Doesn't really matter too much how much your food heals for. You just need it mainly for spamming for the invulnerability. And that's what I meant right there with the double hit. You saw right there that the eel hit us twice because we end up sleeping right when it was on top of us. Try avoiding that. It can do a lot of damage to you, and depending on what your combat skill is, especially if your combat skill isn't maxed, it can do a lot of damage to you. Oops, I didn't mean to go down there, but this floor is actually pretty nice, so I guess that's okay that we did. So we'll get all this iridium. Nice little ladder. Ooh, do we take the ladder or do we not? Let's use 1 mega bomb here, and then we'll take the ladder. Maybe we'll find a pitfall. Nope. Let's just see what the next floor is, and hopefully it's full of iridium. And just in case it's not, let's just do 1 more mega bomb here, and then we'll just save 2 really nice mega bombs for the next floor. It is really good to bring a lot more resources. If I ever do this again, I'll probably do a stream of it. Actually, I might do a stream of it tomorrow. I don't know. Definitely will be doing one in the future of this, because I know quite a few of you may want to see this in length or just try it yourself in length, so definitely feel free to try it. This is definitely a lot of fun being able to go down this far and getting this much iridium. But next time I do it, I'm definitely bringing more food and more mega bombs. No, this floor! The last floor of death! No! Horrible floor. Let's see if we can find a ladder real quick. There has to be a ladder here. I have no clue why they add these floors, but they are very, very bad. Well, there's the diamond. It feels like every single one of these have a minimum of 1 diamond. Okay, I think that's the end of us. Let's just use a mega bomb here, get a trapdoor, and then I guess that's the end of us. Gosh, not even a trapdoor. Well, there's iridium. Don't really need it, though. Do we have another ladder? Nope. Can't even get the gem. Just have to head back out. Aww. We made it to 1090, and we have to end a level on a floor with no iridium. Oh well, next time we try it, we will hopefully go to like floor 2000, maybe even over 9,000 floors. But we'll go and leave the mine and see what. Don't think, yeah. I'm curious what will happen here, because it is very, very late, very, very excessively late. I'm kind of curious what will happen if we try heading back right now, because we technically went through 1 billion days right now. I think we went through about 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 1 billion. I don't even know how many at this point. Progress saved. What? Okay, that was weird. It went an additional day, and now it's 6 a.m. Okay, we took the bus. It became 6 a.m. and now we're here. Okay. Well, that's the run. So if you come back after you've slept like that, it'll automatically bring you into the next day. I would assume a teleport would do the same thing. I actually do have teleports. I just didn't bother bringing one because I knew we could just infinite time it. But anyways, that'll wrap it up for this video. If you need any other advice, feel free to leave any questions that you have about this game in the comment section below. I have been studying up on my Stardew Valley information. So, I do know quite a few of the glitches, mechanics, and everything else that are available in this game. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.